Welcome to A Course in Miracles Essentials. I'm Auntie Patricia, and today we're studying Workbook lesson number 135. If I defend myself, I am attacked. Who would defend himself unless he thought he were attacked, that the attack were real, and that his own defense could save him? You operate from the belief you must protect yourself from what is happening because it threatens you. A sense of threat is an acknowledgement of an inherent weakness. The world is based on this insane belief, and all its structures, all its thoughts and doubts, its penalties and heavy armaments, its legal definitions and its codes, its ethics and its leaders and its gods, all serve but to preserve its sense of threat. For no one walks the world in armature, but must have terror striking at his heart. Defense stems from fear. Is it not strange you do not pause to ask, as you make your plans and forge your armor thicker and your locks more tight, what you defend, and how, and against what? What you defend must be something that is very weak and easily assaulted. It must be easy prey, unable to protect itself, and needing defense. What but the body has such frailty that constant care and watchful deep concern are needed to protect its little life? Yet it is not the body that can fear, nor be a thing of fear. It has no needs but those which you assign to it. It needs no complicated health structures of defense, no health-inducing medicine, no care, and no concern at all. Defend its life, or give it gifts to make it beautiful, or walls to make it safe, and you say your home is open to the thief of time, corruptible, crumbling, so unsafe it must be guarded with your very life. The body is in no need of defense. This cannot be too often emphasized. It will be strong and healthy if the mind does not abuse it by assigning it to roles it cannot fill, to purposes beyond its scope, and to exalted aims which it cannot accomplish. The self that needs protection is not real. The body, valueless and hardly worth the least defense, need merely be perceived as quite apart from you, and it becomes a healthy, serviceable instrument through which the mind can operate until its usefulness is over. Who would want to keep it when its usefulness is done? Defend the body, and you have attacked your mind. You will not see the mind as separate from bodily conditions, and you will impose upon the body all the pain that comes from the conception of the mind as limited and fragile, apart from other minds, and separate from its source. These are the thoughts in need of healing, and the body will respond with health when they have been corrected and replaced with truth. A healed mind does not plan. It carries out the plans that it receives through listening to wisdom that is not its own. It waits until it has been taught what should be done, and then proceeds to do it. Enslavement of the body to the plans the unhealed mind sets up to save itself must make the body sick. What could you not accept if you only knew that everything that happens, all events, past, present, and to come, are gently planned by one whose only purpose is your good? Perhaps you have misunderstood his plan, for he would never offer pain to you. But your defenses did not let you see his loving blessing shine in every step you ever took. While you made plans for death, he led you gently to eternal life. Your present trust in him promises a future undisturbed, without a trace of sorrow, and with joy that constantly increases as this life becomes a holy instant set in time, heeding only immortality. Let your present trust direct the future, and this life becomes a meaningful encounter with the truth that defenses would conceal. Without defenses, you become a light which heaven gratefully acknowledges to be its own, and it will lead you on in ways appointed for your happiness according to the ancient plan begun when time was born. Your followers will join their light with yours, and it will be increased until the world is lighted up with joy. This is part of what was planned for us. We will be sure that everything we need is given us for our accomplishment of this today. We make no plans for how it will be done, but realize that our defenselessness is all that is required for the truth to dawn upon our minds with certainty. For 15 minutes twice today we rest from senseless planning and from every thought that blocks the truth from entering our minds. Today we will receive instead of plan, that we may give instead of organize, and we are given truly, as we say. If I defend myself, I am attacked, but in defenselessness I will be strong, and I will learn what my defenses hide. If there are plans to make, you will be told of them. They may not be the plans you thought were needed, nor indeed the answers to the problems which you thought confronted you, but they are answers to another kind of question, which remains unanswered, yet in need of answering, until the answer comes to you at last. All your defenses have been aimed at not receiving what you will receive today. And in the light and joy of simple trust, you will but wonder why you ever thought that you must be defended from release. Heaven asks nothing. It is hell that makes extravagant demands for sacrifice. You give up nothing in these times today when undefended you present yourself to your Creator as you really are. He has always remembered you. Today we will remember Him. Now is the light of hope reborn in you, for now you come without defense to learn the part for you within the plan of God. What little plans or magical beliefs can still have value when you have received your function from the voice for God Himself? Try not to shape this day as you believe would benefit you most, for you cannot conceive of all the happiness that comes to you without your planning. Learn today, throughout the day, as foolish little things appear to raise defensiveness in you and tempt you to engage in weaving plans, remind yourself, I will not defend myself, because the Son of God needs no defense against the truth of His reality. So thank you for coming today. Please come back tomorrow for lesson number 136.